Here we go. Adults of all ages gather round for the grand opening. Let's go.
I thought I had it all figured out. I thought that I was stress-free. I'd got past that part of my life, you know. I thought that I'd conquered my mind. And I realised, like, bro, you ain't conquered shit. You can't conquer your mind. You don't have to conquer your mind. It's all about harmony, you know. Alright, we're back in business, yo. Back with the GODCAST. I'm starting to think, maybe I don't even want to call it that anymore. Because, I don't know, I want this thing to be more of a show than a podcast, you know what I'm saying? I think, I don't know, I'm still having lots of ideas. I might do like an audio only one. That will be the GODCAST, and then maybe make this something else. But, you know, the true purpose of this little thing here started off for you to be able to get to know me better. I realised as well, I just love coming on here to be able to vent my shit and to be able to talk to myself, you know. And then maybe you can take something out of it. So I'm thinking maybe I can make something, you know, more audio, call that the GODCAST, and then that can kind of be me just sitting there rambling, you know what I'm saying? And this can be more of a spitting my truth, you know. But yeah, really hope everyone's well, you know. It's been some fucking madness in my life at the minute. Some real major changes in the mental realm, you know. Had a seriously crazy experience, or I've had a crazy conversation with one of my great friends, Jimmy, right? So I am 20 now, he's like 50, and we had just some crazy conversations about you know, just health and life, and without getting so deep into it, just really made me realise I have to humble myself. I have to really humble myself, and you know, I took a lot from this conversation, and a lot of it was quite strange, because in some ways I realised, I need to listen to people more, you know, in terms of people that are close to me, and you know, I really need to, like I said, just humble myself a bit and be able to step back and really appreciate when people are more experienced than me in certain areas, or you know, when someone can just shed insight that will make my life better. But then I also realised I've got to stop listening to people so much, you know. I really think that sometimes I'm just too nice, you know, and I think the best of everyone when maybe they don't even deserve that, you know. And I'm really just being more wary of protecting my energy, in terms of in like real life interactions, but also online, you know. I think for a while now with this example shit, which is why I've sort of taken a little step back, you know. I haven't been posting every day because I've really just got so caught up in unconsciously chasing validation through this example movement. I really feel like for a while I really lost touch with the music, and I was just so caught up with making content and, you know, getting videos and getting views, getting likes, getting comments, that I've really, yeah, like I said, I just sort of lost touch with the purpose of the movement a bit, which is the music. You know, I think I talked about this on the last podcast, but even since then I've just had crazy revelations. I realised I can't create good content unless if I'm putting my soul into it, unless if I'm putting my creativity into this content, because you know, if I don't do that, it's not going to do well. And something that really encapsulates this for me, right, is I was listening to one of Joey Diaz's podcasts this morning on his Uncle Joey's Joint, right, and he talks about how a lot of people in the industry that he works in, right, so comedy and acting, even when they've you know, how we would perceive they've made it, right, they're still so desperate to, get the next movie out, to get their next break. And I realised you can get in a trap of being desperate, be like, oh, this next movie is gonna be it. It's gonna change my life. Or like, yo, this next project is gonna change my life. And I realised if you get stuck in that mindset, you're gonna be in that mindset for your entire life or your entire career. I realised I got to stop. Got to take a step back and just get away from the mindset of, right, I've got to do this now. I've got to be, because in one aspect, I feel like that's what's gotten me so far already, just my drive and my determination, but right, it's got to happen right fucking now. But it's also the major thing that just stresses me out, And when I had this conversation with my man Jimmy, I ended up getting real emotional because I realised that I thought I had it all figured out. I thought that I was stress-free. I'd got past that part of my life, I thought that I'd conquered my mind, And I realised, like, bro, you ain't conquered shit, because you can't conquer your mind. You don't have to conquer your mind. It's all about harmony, And I just realised I've been stressing myself out by just living in my mind. I've run into a few health issues, right? And I truly believe that it's all manifested just from me just stressing, And what's so difficult about it is, when I was a bit younger, a few years ago, I really went through some insane stress. In terms of just, I'm not sure, I guess I would call it anxiety, but this stress was obvious, I could feel it in my stomach. It was there. Whereas in recent times, I thought I was past this shit. I thought I was past the stress, but I realised I've been unconsciously stressing. I've still just been overthinking, but just in different ways. The best way I can describe it to you is like in the Matrix, where he escapes the Matrix, but it actually, or at least I think it's the theory that it turns out it's just another layer of the Matrix, right? And that's how it feels in my mind. It feels like I thought I'd escaped my mind, quote unquote, but it turns out it was just another layer of being attached to my mind, and I sort of got tricked by my brain. And I think these past few weeks I've just been really focusing on just being mindful, being mindful of my thoughts, which I was doing already, but it's really hard to explain this kind of shit with words, but I'm sure you understand what I'm saying. Like, there's so much chatter going on in my mind, there's so much unconscious activity that I've really been trying to treat the root cause. I'm still trying to figure out what that is, but I know I'll get there, because I'm on this purpose heavy, this is my life. I'm here to spread this music, this beautiful music that I've been gifted. I'm just here to connect with people, with artists over this music, and I'm not gonna let some fucking health problems or shit on my mind stop me from that, And it felt like for a while I was really dragging along with just the flow of things, like in terms of the example, social media and stuff, like, I was like, oh fuck, I've got to fucking make some content for today, I've got to post, I got to get a beat out today. And I realised, like, if that's my mindset, it's not going to get anywhere, because I'm not putting my soul into what I'm creating, and that means it's just, no one's going to enjoy it, so no one's going to watch it. I realised what's more important than posting every day and grinding is actually, you can't do those things if you're not right with yourself, And if you are an artist on your grind, or even if you have any type of purpose, like, I can't stress enough how much you've got to take time for yourself. I've been so bad at this, kind of program myself to feel bad when I do things just for me that aren't actually progressing my movement or my brand or anything, you know. And I think that, yeah, it's time to change that shit, you know. I've really, you know, the biggest thing I've realised is that, like, this shit is already served up on a platter. To be honest, out of this music, I've already got everything I wanted. Like, I make beats that I think, what the fuck have you done here, man? You know what I'm saying? That's all I care about. You know, I just want to make music that I can love and I can enjoy, and that hopefully other people can as well. But to be honest, like, you know, even if I died today, I would still be content that, you know, I became Mad Funk. I make some fucking crazy music, even if not many people heard it. You know, I know it's gonna go further than that, but I realise I have to tap into like that, just being content with myself, you know, and like loving myself. That's the biggest thing. I feel I've just been too caught up in bettering myself and, you know, pushing to, I guess, take control of my mind and my body, and, you know, pushing myself just to defy expectations, you know, and do things quickly. And, you know, it's just fucking nearly killed myself, you know, like, just with, I don't know how to describe it. Like, I just think that putting all that pressure on myself has actually made me ill. That's what I mean when I say I've killed, you know, nearly killed myself, you know, just in terms of, I think, just putting all this weight on my shoulders. It's just, yeah, it's just fucked my body up a bit, maybe even fucked my mind as well. But like I said, I'm on the path just to bettering the way I feel about myself rather than the way other people feel about me. Something that someone said to me recently, which just fucking rings so true in my soul, right, is that you need foundation. I realised that in my whole journey, I've actually skipped lots of steps, you know, and it's kind of amazing. Fucking just what I've done in this little time that I've been here in this game of just making music, like before I was even posting and all that. And in terms of like this DJing, I'll tell you a bit more about it later, but we're literally going to Croatia in 2 months to play on a fucking yacht party. I've only been DJing for a year, you know what I'm saying? And it's like, but I've skipped steps, you know, in terms of building a solid foundation that I can fall back to when I need strength in my grind and my journey. And that's what I'm really focusing on now. And you know, I've realised that one of the biggest parts of my foundation is the making music. Like, when I first really delved deep into just these beats, and I just decided, right, I'm going to dedicate myself to this, my life completely changed. You know, I was making at least like 5 beats a day. Sometimes I make 20 beats in one night. You know, Knife Wonder said his challenge was to make 27 beats in a week, right? So I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna do this in one night, and just continuously pushing myself like that and making those beats every day. That was my foundation. That's what helped me get to this point I'm at now. And I feel like in the pursuit of gaining more and moving further on this grind, I actually lost sight of that foundation and the making beats. Because, you know, some days recently I haven't even made a beat, you know, and to me that's fucked. You know, I've got to make music every day, right? And I feel like, yeah, I've lost touch with my foundation in order to try and shoot for the stars. And I feel like that's just going to make your rocket ship fucking run out of fuel way too quick, you know what I'm saying? It's mad. It is really mad. Like, life is just crazy how the universe just fucking teaches you lessons, you know? Teaches you lessons. It lets you know what's important and what isn't, you know? You know, like I was saying earlier about just energy and protecting your energy, right? I've realised a lot of the time we invest so much into, you you know, the common thing to say is what other people think about us, but, you know, and that might be something you experience. But for me, it's also, I invest too much energy into the people that I actually care about, and that, like, my friends and my family and stuff, you know, and I realise, you know, it's not, when I say that to someone, they're like, oh, why is that a bad thing? But my whole life, I've been over pleaser, you know, I'll put other people before me. And I think this is something else that's led to my stress and led to my lack of energy and led to my health problems, right? Is that I just overthink about the people close to me. In the past, I used to be worrying about, yeah, again, what I said before about their thoughts about me and kind of negative stuff. But now it's like, I worry about my people's problems, you know, I prioritize them over my own sometimes. And I think it just drains my energy so much. And it's, you know, it's counterintuitive, because if you drain all your energy trying to solve your mate's problem, one, you literally cannot solve their problem. And two, it means you're not going to have enough energy to actually nurture the friendship or relationship in the ways that you actually need to, you know. And I think, you know, what's most important is having the energy for yourself, you know. I've just been draining myself so much, even, not only that, but in terms of this social media as well. I've been putting all my energy into social media and just trying to push it. That's not really where my energy is best placed, you know. Like, I've realised if, right, there's this quote, yeah. I've just sampled it for this new project I'm making. I know you people are gonna love this shit, right? And this guy, I wish I could remember his name, yeah, but he says music is a spiritual thing, right? And if you're given this gift of making music and you don't use it right, you know, if you use it for selfish reasons rather than for the good of humanity, like, you will die young. And I think that's the maddest shit, because I feel like maybe half of my troubles recently have come from becoming too focused on other things other than the music. What I was saying about the universe and how it sends you signs, the universe also, it makes life easy when you're on the right path. You know, if you're in line with the universe and just nature and the universal energy, right, the flow of life, if you're in line with that, you'll live in abundance, you know. And I knew this, but I haven't experienced it, you know. I hadn't experienced it, I haven't felt it. And that's the issue, yo. This is something else I really want to say on this podcast, right? Experience trumps knowledge you gained secondhand any day, right? Like, life is all about experiencing things, and I realised, like, you can't speak on nothing if you haven't experienced it. And that's one of the big problems that I faced with trying to help people with this example movement, right? I'm trying to help people in places that I'm not even fully developed in, and that I'm not. Yeah, you know, I just realised that I need to hone in on this music big time, because that's where my soul is at, that's where my expertise and knowledge are at, and that's my purpose, you know. I've realised if I just fucking sit here and make music all day, my content will do better than if I sit here and make content all day. It's so weird, you know, and I might not apply to everyone, but I think I'm here to fucking spread this music, and to not only spread the music, but just to make it. And I think that, yeah, that's my mission right now, you know, just to tap more into just giving you the music. I need to stay conscious, I need to stay supremely conscious, constantly conscious, you know, of what I'm putting my energy into. Not only into people, but into what I'm doing with my movement, my content, and also, and you know, ensuring that I'm putting most of my energy into this music. I've got so many fucking amazing ideas and beautiful projects that I'm working on that just aren't coming into fruition because I haven't been putting my energy into them, you know. But yeah, that's just madness. I really just something I wanted to share with you right there. Just some mad experiences. Not only experiences, but realizations I've had in these past few weeks, you know. think that's what's so beautiful about doing this podcast with you and just doing this movement. Like, you're seeing the progression, you're seeing the flowering of me and my life and my soul, you know. Because a couple months ago, like, I was a completely different person, and 5 or 6 months before that, I was a completely different person. A year before that, I was completely different, you know. So it's like, it's crazy. It's crazy how shit can change up so quickly. But yeah, you know what? I want to touch on this, right? I'm so excited. I've been talking about a little top secret project for a while. And yeah, I can finally fucking tell you about it, right? Me and my man, Silent Snipers, right, Risk, we've fucking done it, man. We made this amazing project. I'm just working on a cover for it. Like, the project's all done. I've even fucking spit some raps on there for you people. And we got the motherfucking man, the Mussolini, on there, right? If you don't know who he is, like, that's kind of nuts. Yeah, sorry for the little cut there. But what's saying, right, if you don't know the man Mussolini, right, he is fucking killing this shit right now. I'd say he is the top dog in this underground hip hop, right? He's just signed to Knife Wonder's label, Jamla. He's just done a track with Knife and Pete Rock. Like, what the fuck? And he's on our album, bro. Spit on my fucking beat. Yo, shit is crazy, man. I just want to say fucking thanks to him, man. Most of all, like, thanks to my man Risk, bro. Silent Snipers, like, fucking much love to you, my brother. Like, seriously, man. It's what I love about his music, you know. Like, I've made some unreal connections through this shit. Like, Risk is seriously my brother, man. Like, and this is crazy. I cannot believe this music. Sorry about that. I cannot believe this music that we've been creating, right? It's, oh my god. And, you know, for so long I've been, I've just had this vision, right? When I'm making these beats, I think, damn, like, imagine this, hearing a rapper that I love over this shit. And my dream has literally come true, big time. Like, this album, I fucking can't believe it. I was literally, when I first heard it, when Riz sent me the rough drafts, I was like shouting at shit, Yes. Yeah, it's crazy, I'm so gassed for people to hear it, right? I'm just working on some content to get out there, because, even though we could just drop this shit, and it's still that, the music speaks for itself. Like, I want to make sure this shit gets heard, But yeah, I'm gonna be dropping people some of that shit real soon, because, we're gonna fucking take over the world, right? But next up, right, me and my boy Harvey, fucking my man Master Funk, on this mad funk shit, this DJ and this house music, we've actually had the opportunity to go to Croatia to DJ on a yacht party in 2 months, right? August. It's fucking going down. Like, I'm seriously just so grateful. Just, not only people running the shit, but just to God, man, to the universe. Like, what the fuck? We're literally going abroad to DJ. Like, we've only fucking DJ'd out like 4 times. But we are so lucky to get this opportunity, but I do think it's well deserved, because we put our soul into the music that we make. We put our soul into the mixes that we do, and I truly believe that we're the GOATs. Just like I know I'm the GOAT of this hip hop shit, I really think we are the GOATs of house music, not just house music, it's this underground sound, I think, so I go to quite a lot of raves and stuff, especially in London, and a lot of DJs, like, they just don't have the energy, They don't have the energy. They don't really look like they're enjoying themselves. Like, when we go up there, like, we are busting some fucking ethereal moves, smiling the whole time, and like, people love it, yo. People love it, man. Like, I think it's the universe, man, because the reason why I'm so grateful for that opportunity is because, in terms of the work that we've put in to our mad funk movement and the house shit, I don't really think we deserve to fucking go there yet, you know what I'm saying? But it's just because of this vibe that we've been gifted, I guess, and just this energy we put into it. I feel like the universe has come through with opportunities for us to expand on that and spread it to the people. Because with this mad funk stuff, like, I've put nowhere near in as much effort and toil as I have with this example shit. So, you know, that's what breeds that thought. But I think, like I said, I've just been trying to humble myself a lot recently, and I think just trying not to take things for granted so much, even this gift of music that I have. You know, I think one of my biggest fears is just becoming, I don't know the best way to put it into words, but like, I just don't want to lose sight of my true purpose, my true mission. I don't want to get caught up in like being just being, I don't want to say cocky, but you know, I don't want to get caught in entitlement. You know, I don't want to believe that I'm entitled to anything, because I truly believe that if there's something that you want that you don't have it because you don't deserve it. I think once you're in a position where you do deserve something, like, the universe just gives it to you. It shouldn't be hard. And I think, you know, it goes back to this DJing shit. Like I was saying to Harv, like, mate, you know, we want to play all these big places, all these big venues and all these big parties that we love, but we don't deserve to play them until we've put in the work and in playing the smaller venues and the smaller parties and going out and doing the networking properly. Like, not just for a year, like fucking putting in that absolute work. And yeah, you know, same with the example shit, man. Same with the example shit. Like, I want to do crazy things with this movement. You know, we really are going to take over the world, but that ain't going to happen until we deserve it, you know, until I deserve it. And I think, you know, that's definitely another message of this podcast. Like, don't get too caught up in thinking that you deserve this and thinking that you deserve that, because if you don't have it, chances are you probably don't deserve it, you know. And I think that's just one of the most powerful realizations that I had recently. And you know, like I said, when I'm coming on this podcast right here, this little show I'm starting, like, I'm speaking to myself. You know, I think that like, when I say these things, this is shit that I need to improve on and that I need to better myself with. So yeah, man. Yeah, I think it's kind of fucking therapy for me, you know what I'm saying? Going on here and venting. I definitely want to do it more often. So I'm done with just caring about how many fucking views I get, or how many comments I get, how many likes I get. Like, I'm fucking just done with that shit, because it doesn't serve you, you know? It really doesn't. And I think that, yeah, we've all just got to focus more, especially me, on just loving yourself, you know? Like, I really think that's one of the, you know, I truly believe, like, when we chose to be in this life to learn certain lessons, to develop our soul in certain ways. And I really think one of the biggest lessons for me in this life is just learning to love myself and just being okay with who I am now, you know. And yeah, I think that's some real powerful shit. Yeah, I feel like that's a good note to end on, you know what I'm saying? Love yourself. And yeah, just stop getting fucking caught up on just the trap of the society we live in, you know. I think sometimes I get so caught up in escaping this society and building my own thing that I actually lose sight of what I have now. And I think that, you know, if I'm truly in line with the universe, I shouldn't have to worry about rushing, about, oh, fucking, you know, just the mindset of, oh, the fucking government's taking over, we got to get out now. Like, I shouldn't get caught up in that mindset, because the universe will give me time if I need it, you know. I think that's just what I've been trying to dwell on recently. But yeah, you know, I really hope everyone's well. Fucking love for everyone who tunes into this shit. Not only that tunes into this, but even if you just watch my Instagram videos and stuff, like, yeah, you really don't understand it means the world, you know. Yeah. on some fucking craziness. You know what I'm saying? When I come back, some more content, which will probably be tomorrow. Yes, real shit. You know, I've just been realizing, like I said, I've got to channel my creativity into this content. So yeah, that's my mission now. That's what I'm on. Just making entertaining, thought-provoking, beautiful music and content. So stay tuned for that. If you're tapped in with this underground shit and this movement, please just subscribe to this channel. Leave a like on this video, share that shit. And please, my favourite thing, leave a comment. You know, I want to hear what you think about this shit and what I'm doing. So yeah, take care, my people. Peace and love. Catch you soon, yeah.